Is failure the only option? I want to say it's the most consistent option. Failure is going to be there. It's an inevitability. But it's not the act of failing that is stopping you. It is the reaction to failure that is stopping you. You see, there is a fear centered around failure. I feel you. I understand you. I have been immobilized and paralyzed by failures so many times throughout my life. But what I've gotten to find out is that the failure was actually working on my team. The whole time I'm thinking it's against me. It was actually working with me. It was wanting to point me toward a direction of success, of prosperity, of wisdom. Because without those failures, how would I have known what I was doing was incorrect, or it could have been improved? How would you have known? You see, I love how this is put. It's not failure, it's feedback. Without the feedback, how are things going to improve? A fear of failure can cause a person, maybe you, to not only be paralyzed to take that next step, but to go into this almost hermit stage where everything that you did, everything you've known that hasn't been good enough has now been made your ceiling, and you've put a lid on all that you can be. I'm here to let you know you need to just Superman out of that, whatever you gotta do to break out of that cage. I love the acronym of fear. False evidence appearing real. So if you put together fear of failure, it is false evidence appearing real of failure. See how we put that together? False evidence appearing real of failure. You flip that on its head, you got feedback. You are now able to move and navigate in a way that will cause momentum, because every failure is a setup. It's not a setback unless you allow it to be. Unless you want to react and not respond. You see, your reaction will be emotionally charged. You will be upset. You'll be angry. You'll be ready. And I get that. Those feelings are very real. They're very valid. But I want you to take that energy and take a response and say, you know what? This sucks right now. But what is this showing me? What am I learning from this? What can I grow into because of this? You have now taken hold and power of that situation to know that this is not the end. It is not the end. Feedback, not failure. If the fear of failure is all this false evidence appearing real, then challenge that with truth. Challenge it with truth. You can't have a fear and truth together at the same time. That doesn't make sense. Then what's real? What would be real about it? We're in control of three things: our perceptions, our decisions, and our actions. The combination of these three things gives you an ability to either react or respond to failure. Will it be a setup or a setback for you? The choice lies in how you want to navigate this decision, how you want to see the situation, how you want to act accordingly to what's present before you. And if you want to just reel things back and eliminate anxiety, to reduce the fear of loss of control is anxiety in its simplicity. So where we get to, and you're going to hear me say this a lot, get to. It's what you get to do. Because if you have to do it, it's a chore and you're not going to want to do it. But if you get to have a perception, you get to have a decision, you get to have an action toward something, that you will have an empowered response, what would that be like for you? How would that support you moving forward? Challenge that false evidence appearing real toward the failures. Flip it on its head and let it be known that this is feedback, not failure. We're entering into a very special time. A very special time, the end of the year. A lot of people may have checked out. A lot of people may have said, I'm waiting until next year to do X, Y, Z. A lot of people may have decided that, you know what? I did my best. I did my all. I'm here to remind you, no. There's still time on the clock. The buzzer has not gone off. This is actually the best time to get really rooted and get really grounded into the things that you want to carry for momentum into this next stage. This is the time. This is the now. The now is now. Don't let the illusion of next year, don't let the illusion of comfortability, don't let the illusion of complacency make this illusion of complacency, the false sense of security that gives you this idea that you're finished, you're done, this is it, you did it all. When there's so much more. Every day is a new opportunity. A new opportunity to grow, to develop in so many different areas. How could we not? So just play with the idea of what if. What if I ran towards these failures? What if I allowed failure to be my teacher? To show me where I have misstepped and to be corrected. That every failure is that stepping stone and not the setback. What if? What would that look like? And that's what I want to leave you with today, tomorrow. That's what I want to leave you with. What if? Play with that idea. What if? Until the next one.